Welcome friends to the Do Less Be More channel. I'm Amy and today I want to talk about regulating the nervous system when we are chronically stressed or in a constant state of high stress, overwhelm, or anxiety. But before we dive in, if you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. I release a new video every week to help you do less and be more. I explore this concept of doing less and be more through mental health, self-awareness, spirituality, productivity, and organization in a holistic way. And if you'd like me to explore a specific topic or question that you have, I'll include a link in the description of this video for you to submit your video request. Remember that I'm here to help you on your healing journey towards alignment, and I want to create videos that support you towards living your most inspired way of living. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, so let's dive in. Sometimes when I start working with a new client, it is apparent right off the bat that they are operating at an extremely high stress state, teetering on the edge of full-blown burnout. The stress level there is so high that they no longer remember what it feels like to not be stressed. Stress is their normal. Yes, they have so much on the go, they need to be always on, juggling a ton of responsibilities, sleep evades them, they're ashamed of their eating and exercise habits. And as I sit in session with this new client who is experiencing life permanently stressed, I can remember what that felt like. Underneath all of that stress is this passion, the desire, held up by high morals and strong values to serve and do right and do good and really make an impact in the world around you, no matter what you're sacrificing. You have to do it. It's up to you. And this is the only way. It's just how life is, right? Stressed is normal. Until you realize it's not. That there is, in fact, another way to operate that doesn't require such high levels of stress. You know, our bodies, they're meant to be operating within the parasympathetic state, which is rest and digest mode, 80% of the time. Now, these clients that come to me, they're definitely not in parasympathetic mode 80% of the time. Unfortunately, they're completely out of balance with their sympathetic nervous systems running full tilt. So in today's video, I want to share with you what you can do if you are operating in a perma-stress state to help support your nervous system and get you back into the parasympathetic state on a more regular basis. When we are in chronic stress states, the sympathetic nervous system, which keeps us in that fight or flight mode, even though we aren't actually in danger, stays on too long because it hasn't received the signals that it is safe to turn off. Our parasympathetic nervous system, on the other hand, is activated during our downtime. So this is where we should be most of the time because we aren't actually in danger. There are no lions around, yes. And what is important to note is that all healing is done with our parasympathetic nervous system. It is impossible to heal when we are in fight or flight mode. So if high stress is your normal, and you desire to learn how to live with more ease and peace and calm, you need to first give your nervous system a break. You need to let your sympathetic nervous system know that it can turn off and your parasympathetic nervous system know that it can turn on. So I'm going to offer you 5 different ways that you can do this so that you can create space to begin to do the deeper work, whether it is with a coach or on your own, to shift out of this normal high-stressed way of being and into a new normal where true healing can be done, a way of being that is balanced, calm, and flows with ease. So my first suggestion is TRE. Now TRE stands for Tension and Trauma Releasing Exercises. Developed by David Berceli, they are an innovative series of physical exercises that help the body release the deep muscular patterns of trauma, tension, and stress. The exercises safely activate a natural reflex mechanism of like shaking or vibrating to help calm down the nervous system. When this muscular shaking, vibrating mechanism is activated in our body within a safe and controlled environment, the body is encouraged to return back to a state of balance. So we see examples of effectiveness of physically releasing stress or trauma in nature, such as the antelope shaking it off and calmly returning to grazing just moments after narrowly escaping the lion. Right? In contrast, as high-stressed humans, always hustling, we rarely give our nervous systems a break. Our sympathetic nervous systems are chronically turned on because we are storing that stress, that tension, that trauma in our physical bodies. effectively keeping ourselves tensed up in that fight or flight mode. So what TRE helps us do is to physically release the stored stress within our bodies to give our nervous system a bit of relief so that we have the capacity to show up for whatever life is going to throw at us. I will share a couple recommended links for TRE exercises that you can practice on your own in the description of this video. I recommend making space to shake it out at least once a week. So my second recommendation is to engage in low stimulation activity every day. Our nervous systems crave two things: space and silence. These are two things that the nervous system rarely gets if you're always operating in a high stress state. So low stimulation activities are not activities where you zone out. So no, Netflix or scrolling on your phone do not count. Netflix and social media don't help to reduce stress, nor do they help you move you into operating from your parasympathetic nervous system, though they create this false perception of doing so because of the escaping or numbing out that happens. Low stimulation activities, on the other hand, actually help us to be present and appreciate the slow stillness of doing what feels like nothing in comparison to the hustle that is causing us to activate our sympathetic nervous system more often than it should be activated. So this is a list of low stimulation activities that offers the nervous system the space and silence it needs in a nourishing way. I recommend engaging in one low stimulation activity every day for just 5 minutes in support of your tender nervous system. I promise you she'll thank you for the space and silence and give you back tenfold. My third recommendation is to consume healthy fats. So this tip is easy because all you need to do is eat more avocados. If you're chronically stressed, it's important to feed the brain and nervous system healthy fats. The nerve cells, they're wrapped in a protective coating called myelin. And studies suggest that eating healthy fats can actually keep that protective barrier healthy by preventing the erosion of it. You can think of eating fats as a way to literally cushion your nervous system. So here's some examples of healthy fats that you can incorporate into your daily diet, ideally at breakfast to start your day off right and to give your brain and nervous system some extra support. My fourth recommendation is to use heat. So warmth is soothing for our nervous systems. When we soothe ourselves with heat, we help support our nervous systems by regulating blood sugar, reducing inflammation, and increasing endorphins. Endorphins are chemicals produced naturally by the nervous system to cope with pain or stress. So I highly recommend having a sauna once a week if possible. If that's not accessible for you, try using heating pads, drinking soothing hot tea, or taking a steamy bath. These are all ways to incorporate heat as a tool to soothe your nervous system in moments of extreme stress. And my fifth recommendation is the polar opposite of number 4, cold showers. Polar opposite. So this one personally is still tough for me to embrace. However, Wim Hof knows best, yes? So cold water stimulates our immune system and it activates our vagus nerve, which reduces our stress response. So if our vagus nerve, which is the communication link between our brain and our gut, is not working optimally, we can experience a whole slew of issues, including anxiety and high stress. So cold water therapy to activate the vagus nerve so that we can move our body out of its stress response and engage the parasympathetic nervous system more regularly. So a quick recap, the 5 ways you can support your nervous system by allowing it to move out of the sympathetic state and into parasympathetic mode if you are a chronically stressed out human. 1, shake it out with TRE. 2, create space and silence for at least 5 minutes every day. 3, eat those avocados. 4, sweat it out in a sauna. And 5, be like Wim Hof and fall in love with cold showers. And if you're looking for support in balancing your nervous system, I've got you. Follow the link in the description to book a complimentary discovery call to see how I can best support your journey out of the current high-stressed life into a new normal of ease and flow. Together we can create space so that you can embody your most inspired life. Thank you so much for watching. I love to hear from you, so please share in the comments things you found helpful in regulating your own nervous system. Please share this video with a stressed out friend you care about who could use a bit of support. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you right here next week on the Do Less Be More channel.